Good evening, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to our guests for the evening who have graced this occasion to make the World Skull Day a success. And also, after seeing this video, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in this hall would want to get some forms to become members, and I'm looking forward to the entire fraternity being a part of this very loving, friendly club which is known as SKOL. Before I open this sheet and try and read out a few points which I have listed out for this evening, I would like to say that when I see the travel fraternity, the airlines, the agents, travel agents, the hoteliers, the tour operators, we have event managers, we have people who are into doing cars and buses, all present here this evening. It gives me great pleasure to be on this side, on top, on a platform where I can proudly say that this is a truly representative audience of the travel and tourism industry. And today I'm very fortunate that this is not only a national event, it's become an international event with the presence of Mr. Jason, who is our international counselor who represents SKOL India at the International Forum, who took the trouble to come over here. We have two members of Hyderabad, SKOL, who are also elected on the national body, that is colleague Asha Kumar, who is the treasurer, and Patricia Hassan, who is our managing committee member at the national level. So welcome to all of you, apart from our past presidents who have taken the trouble and taken the initiative to be here this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, why did this evening happen? This evening happened because today is the World Skull Day, and on the World Skull Day we thought that the recent happenings of the travel and tourism industry should be discussed, debated, and should be deliberated at length. And for that we thought there was no better way to do it than to have an elite list of people who will be coming later on to this platform and giving you their perspective, a different perspective of the industry, and then asking you and enlightening you, educating you, and then of course opening it up to so many questions that you would have in your mind. However, for me, the SKOL movement is the only organization globally, and this I discovered when I visited the last International Congress at New York, that this is the only international organization, only platform for everybody in the travel and tourism industry which can interact together, which can work together, and that is why you saw the caption, "We do business with friends." The philosophy is friendship and love, and friendship and love can also exist in competition, and that's what we have seen. Discover that our SKOL, especially in our perspective, in our country, in our state, has a big role to play. Maybe it played the role, but it now has to get into a more aggressive mode. And why does SKOL have to play a role? Our country, India, is very progressive at present. And it has reached a level of a global level wherein it requires big changes to take place. And the changes that will happen amongst us. It won't happen just by talking about it. It won't happen by showing video films. It will happen between each one of us who's a professional here to bring about that change. And I feel strongly that when the entire fraternity is represented by an organization, we are in a position to not only discuss and deliberate, but we are in a position to tell the government, to tell the people who are the policy makers on what is good for the travel and tourism industry. That is what has not happened. I don't recollect a single occasion. I don't recollect, maybe it's happened, please correct me if I'm wrong, because we have stalwarts over here who would have been in the government, deliberated with the government or discussed policy with the government, but I cannot recollect a single policy wherein somebody from the travel and tourism industry has been called and asked, just like the CII or the FAPSI, they are called and they are asked, what do you think should be done for what industry? I don't think that's happening in our country. And that is the reason why we sit on the coffee table and we discuss that this should happen and that should happen, but we are not having a platform to go and get it for us. Today, we have decided, our committee has decided, when we got into this new committee this year, we deliberated and we decided that we would take SCOL further at a level which it has never been, and that is called the initiative of SCOL Hyderabad. As a matter of fact, the first step that we've taken is that we've set a goal, and the goal is, for many, unachievable, but for us it is. We are going to bring in the 2016 International SCOL Congress to Hyderabad. And we are determined to do that. Come what may, we are going to put in all our efforts to ensure that Hyderabad becomes the tourist capital of India. And we hope that all of us who are here and all those who have not been able to come here get together and make it happen. The first thing that we will like to do to make this happen is that we are all going to work towards the membership drive. We have to project to our international congress that we are capable as a SCOL Hyderabad, we are capable of doing such a big event. And once we do that and we make the bid, I can tell you one thing, that there will be 90 countries, 20,000 members across the globe and 500 clubs who would be exposed to Hyderabad. They are the ones who will look at Hyderabad. And can you imagine the 90 countries where Hyderabad will be in each and every place. People will come to know that there is a place called Hyderabad with its entire grandeur, and that the next venue, the next place for all of us to go is going to be a great experience. To make that experience happen, there's a lot of work to be done. It's not as simple. We can talk on this platform, we can say all kinds of fancy things, but they don't just happen like that. We have to take the government with us, we have to take the members with us, we have to take the fraternity with us, and only then we'll succeed in making this happen. I have always set big goals. I don't know, I have over the last 30 or 40 years that I have had the good fortune of, rather I stopped playing cricket about 30 years back, so I set some unrealistic goals as well. But I have always set big goals, and I'm proud that if I've not achieved all of them, I've achieved most of them. And when you set the goals, you start working towards it. And this is the beginning. Today is the beginning on the World SCOL Day, where we have started the motion towards 2016, October. That's the date we've set for the International Congress.